Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel.
So you got the CVH basically finished then?
CVH is all done now, mate. Just had to order these little washers and bolts to put the rocker cover on.
Yeah.
You have a look, they're a bit of a funky shape, aren't they?
Little funky washer in there.
Yeah, so didn't seem to have the old ones, and I'm sure if we did, they were not very nice. So to order some new ones, easy enough.
Yeah. Looks better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just looks a bit better, doesn't it? Seen as it's quite visible under the engine bay.
Yeah.
Just that little extra touch, isn't it?
Exactly.
And then that is all done, ready to go back, buddy.
Lovely. Looks really
John's
good.
John's looked over, seen we've got the camera out, and decided to hit something with a hammer. So yeah, just going to pop this one back together, mate. Some more good news. QED Motorsport sent us a little delivery. Set of pistons.
They haven't seen that yet, have they? Whoops.
I think now's the best time to show them, isn't it?
I think so.
Company investment. Now, the reason this is an investment is because, one, we were doing a few quid down Greg's, weren't we?
Yeah, we was. Quite a bit.
Yeah, quite a bit. So we thought we'd treat ourselves to a nice coffee machine. We like nice coffee.
Yeah.
Can't be doing with the instant coffee anymore.
No, it just doesn't hit the same, does it?
Doesn't do it for me. Does the hot milk,
Hot
frothy coffee.
Milk. Yeah, it's lovely.
Does your espressos, all the rest of it. And it sort of boosts, I suppose, because of the caffeine and that, it lifts morale, it lifts energy levels,
It does.
gets more done, more productivity.
Yeah.
Perfect investment. Within 3 months, we're going to get our money back, aren't we, really,
Pretty
from what we
much,
save
yeah.
in Greg's.
Well, if we was getting a coffee each in Greg's every day, that's a £5 between us.
Yeah,
And this was an amount of money, wasn't it?
it was an amount of money, but
So like, and
it's
we're
money
having
worth.
more than one coffee a day now, aren't we? So it's like
We are, yeah.
we're going to make, well, not make the money back, but
This is the trouble. You're
it'll pay for
talking
itself.
down there, it was £5 for 2 coffees, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And we weren't just having the one a day, mate. So, that is, I think that's a bloody good investment for the
yeah,
company.
definitely.
That does lovely coffee as
It
well.
is, it's nice.
Comes with a selection of free goodies as well.
Yeah.
So we've got the coffee bean storage container there. We've got 3 bags of the Starbucks beans.
Nice.
Very nice.
And all these nice glasses as well.
Got all the nice glasses there, the espresso glasses and all that. So yeah, really good investment.
Yeah.
And in the not too distant future, when we do our office upstairs there, mate, it could probably live up there, can't it?
Yeah, probably.
So we can offer coffee to customers.
Yeah.
So yeah, really happy with that.
Yeah, it's
Over
good.
the moon.
Proper good.
But anyway, I'm sure many of people are going to moan in the comments that we should have spent
That's
it
not,
on
not,
some.
not even sponsored, that one.
Not even sponsored.
No.
Probably could have got a sponsor with one if I tried hard enough, but
Yeah, needed it straight away then.
needed it straight away. Anyway, mate, QED Motorsport. These are the pistons for the K series.
Yeah.
These are an acrylite piston. So knowing acrylite, especially for the Cosies, they tend to run more running clearance. So we're going to have to, the first thing we'll do is check them compared to the liners, because obviously we've got the wet liners that go in there. We may have to ease some out of those. If we do, we do. But this is going to be, we're going to do this one as a joint build, aren't we?
Yeah.
Be your first sort of proper competition,
Bit of a
measure
custom,
everything.
Yeah.
Build, so it'd be quite nice, get you to set the verniers up and all that.
Verniers, valve to piston.
Valve to
all
piston, compression ratio, all
Yeah.
the rest of it, innit? And to be honest, I don't remember ever actually putting a K16 together myself
Oh, right.
for motorsport use, so yeah, it'd be a bit of a learning curve for both.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, quite excited with that. I've been waiting for those. I ordered those actually almost dead on a month ago, and I rang them 3 weeks later to say, where are they? And he said, you haven't actually paid for them.
Brilliant.
So apparently on the invoice, in the small print, there's a link, you click, and then you've got to pay. Didn't do that. So yeah, thank you very much, QED. But I am in the middle of doing a little job here, and it looks like a little little whoopsie on a cylinder head down on the mill.
Yeah.
So this cylinder head here, mate, not sure even what it's off. It's off a diesel something or other, isn't it?
Citron or something.
Citron, is it?
Something like that.
I've just done this one here, but if you have a look down there at that the platform for the head bolts,
Oh yeah,
it looks like
battered up, isn't it?
it looks like one of the head bolts is probably, knowing these, it's a long sort of stretch bolt.
Yeah.
It looks like the head of the bolt, as what would be the washer, has galled up on the aluminium and wouldn't undo. And
Right.
if I'm right, you probably find that these are a male Torx, which are a bit crap, and it's probably rounded that off. And it looks like whoever has had a go, whichever garage it is, has gone at it with a punch or a chisel trying to undo the head.
Maybe an air hammer, something like
Air
that.
hammer, something like that. So all I'm doing here is just putting a flat base back on.
Yeah.
Gives it something for the fresh bolt to grip against. The only thing is, because I'm removing a little bit of material off there, you're going to have to check for the length of the bolts, make sure that they're not going to bottom out at the bottom of the block. So yeah, all I do is just putting my safety glasses on so I can't see a thing. And I just visibly
line them up, isn't it?
visibly line it up. This cutter is actually a bit bigger than the older ones, but it doesn't really matter because I'll just go down until I visibly see it touching on. So just want to put the most minimal of cuts on there, but just touching on there now, you can see see how sort of if you stuck a new bolt down there, it is not going to work. Probably, by the looks of this, probably going to have gone down about 1 millimetre on this one.
Yeah.
So it's probably a wise move to take 1 millimetre or so off the bottom of the bolt.
Yeah. Probably a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah. There we go. There's a tiny little witness there, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. It's not worth going another 1/2 mil to clean that out.
No.
So there we go. Give that back to John.
Oh.
And he can crack on going through this cylinder head.
Lovely.
Another delivery here, mate.
Very nice.
That, going by the address, is some more Cosworth bits.
Nice.
This customer's been threatening to send this in for a week or two. And inside there should be a block for 6 long studs, ductile iron liners, and oil jets. So the full Monty.
I was going to say, a full machining job.
Rebore, reface, sort out the crank, balance all the crank, rods, pistons, etc. So yeah, nice little job for a Cosy there.
Yeah.
Quite like that. Nice.
Yeah.
The V6, mate.
V6.
A lot of comments on this.
Yeah, there was actually.
And quite a few messages and emails on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a big old thing, this Land Rover V6.
Yeah, I think
Subject,
there's a
innit?
lot of annoyed people out there who've had to experience one of these.
There is indeed, by the looks of it. One guy did email me actually and said he actually rang up a friend of his who's a Land Rover specialist, and he completely agrees with our theory on the problem.
Yeah.
So he thinks it's a design flaw in the crankshaft.
Not enough strength.
His opinion.
There. Yeah.
And it just can't withstand the load from the weight of the vehicle, etc.
Yeah.
So apparently they don't have the problem in the V8s, 4.4s and that.
Right.
And also don't seem to suffer with the problem in the the lesser weight vehicles like the Jags, etc.
Yeah, some of the smaller Jags. And,
Yeah, so it's a bit of a, if that isn't the problem, then it's a bit of a coincidence, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I would say.
Yeah.
So yeah, a couple of people have asked, if you're building it, what are you going to do regarding the issue, and is there a way of solving it? Not really is the answer, I don't think, is there?
Not particularly, no.
Not really. It's just, as I say, when we agreed to do this engine, we did state to the customer that there will be a clause in the warranty, obviously, that we can refit a new crankshaft and rod, etc., and all the bits, but there'll obviously be a warranty on the actual build itself. So if there becomes an issue with, say, a head gasket or something like that, then obviously the same conditions will apply.
Anything crank related, sort of.
Anything crank related, no go. So yeah, you've got to be very specific on what you put into the warranty side of that. But same with buying the crankshaft from our suppliers. There's no guarantee on the crank there. That's just the way it is. So
can't blame them really. They'd be out of pocket otherwise.
Exactly. So for these suppliers to be supplying these with no guarantee on the crankshaft because of that reason, then what does that tell you? It tells you that there is a underlined issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the score with that, mate. We've ordered all the bits anyway, new crank and all the gaskets, etc.
Yeah.
Relevant nuts and bolts. So we're hoping to turn that around in the next week or two.
Yeah.
So
Sounds doable.
Ideal. Now through here, you both, well, you more than me, have been very busy with the Figaro.
Yeah. A couple of little Figaros.
This is a new customer, and it's the same customer. Well, it's a garage that has sent us that Cosworth in.
Right. Yeah.
Two brothers there. Christian is the one I've been dealing with, and they do a lot of these Figaros. So I think they sort of restore the vehicles from top to bottom. Engine being just one part of it. But yeah, quirky little thing, these Figaros.
They're all right to work on, really. They're just sort of simple, aren't they?
Yeah, they are really.
But a bit quirky design.
Yeah.
Like these rocker arms.
Yeah, so
they're a bit like different, aren't they?
That's right. Yeah, so he's going to start to send these in sort of batches of 3 or 4. Just goes to show how many they do. This is a batch of 3 here, where we've got the block, the main components, so the block, the cranks, new pistons that they've actually got manufactured for themselves.
Yeah.
So they've got their own business emblem in the bottom of these pistons, but these are the standard pistons. They tend to wear here and sort of score the bores. And
yeah, they're not like terrible, are they?
Not disastrous, no, but they're obviously got a bit of a issue with the engines. Usually on this sort of stuff, where they're sort of problematic on the bottom end, it's usually the 3-cylinder stuff, isn't it? But I think they just want to go through it. So he said to me, obviously, because we've got a vapor blast, if we blast all the bits, so the rocker assemblies we've took to bits, blasted everything there. You fitted the pistons to the rods because they're a non-circlip type.
Yeah, they're
so that's your bum clenching, sort of heat up the rod job, innit?
Yeah.
Get them all in on time.
Bit tricky.
The blocks we've blasted, they were in a horrible state when they come in.
Yeah.
Still got another one to sort of finish blasting. There's 20 thou to come out of those bores, but because of the wear in the bores, I'm actually roughing them out with the coarse stones from start to finish. So,
right. Fair enough.
So basically with the blocks, we've blasted them in the vapor blaster, face tops, and then put them on here, doing with the coarse stone. So that one there has been took out with half a thou left in. I'm leaving it to cool. This one I'm halfway through. And then we're going to obviously do the third one and then go through them with the fine stones, and they'll all be done tomorrow.
Nice.
So yeah, I've been pretty busy with these, and they're sort of threatening to send 3 or 4 in every month. So nice little.
It's always something, to get done.
Nice little job to.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if we can pump them out quick enough for them, keeps them busy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, they must be pretty busy with them. He says they've got about 50 down there at the minute.
Bloody hell.
Quite a lot. So yeah, that is it at the moment. These are the crankshafts. The cranks don't tend to have an issue. Apparently they're really hard to get hold of. 3 are really good, so they've just had a polish. They measure perfect. All of them measure perfect, except 4, where it's had an issue on one of the pistons on 2 engines. He said check these for straightness. We've run a DTI over them, and they're about 4th thou bent, so John's got to grind the mains on those.
Right. Get them all
and then they've got
sorted out.
6 good cranks.
Ideal.
So yeah, nice little gap filling job, really.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Ideal.
Not bad at all.
Thank you very much for watching today's video, guys. I'm sorry it's on a Tuesday as opposed to the Monday, but yesterday was bank holiday and there's no way I was going to be let down here to do a video, especially for you guys. So we'll be back tomorrow, so we'll be back on schedule, but until then, have a great evening. Cheers, guys.